Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Well, Giuseppe Bergomi really is a culture player, is he not, Jim? With a little bit of menace in the mix too.
Yeah, we all know him as a right-back, Peter, of course, but...
There's the shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So, a breakthrough already. Tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. Shapes to shoot! Hazard! The man's a genius! A finish right from the top draw. Two, and we've barely begun here. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Suarez chasing after it. Seedorf opts for safety. Oh, easy pickings there. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Hazard, looking for options for movement. And he's only too happy to take that back. Tries one from range! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Terrific effort! And he's there to belt it away. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Check, a keeper with complete command over his defence.
Bayer Leverkusen really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's good play. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Varane gets across to him, and he's let fly! And the goalkeeper watches it past.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Nice-looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Bergomi is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And here's Suarez. Seedorf. Pepe clears it away. Looking for the run. Shoots! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. Truly superb. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Rafinha.
Such good technique.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, that's fabulous. Elects to cross. Oh, great leap!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, that is one way to stop him. That is good progress on the left.
Oh, great feet, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Getting up there! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Luka wins the duel this time. Great vision. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And the pass is intercepted. Balde looking for options for movement. It's Asa! Onuachu. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Varane tries to clear. And now the breakaway. That's a good run down the left. Ibrahimovic. Good, strong midfield running here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, Ibrahimovic! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Shevchenko is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. That is good strength. That is lovely. Pings it across. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Silvestre clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well played, well played. Good running, strong and purposeful. Tries to pass it through. Aims beyond the defence. He is through here. De Ligt, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Shevchenko. And he's had it nicked away. That has ended up in no man's land. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Rafinha really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Ibrahimovic. Valde. Oh, good effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And this is Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seats.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Silvestre finds himself offside. Back in possession and ready to go again. Rummenigge now looking to orchestrate a counter. Neatly clipped into space. That has not gone well. Rafinha. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through, and he's cut it out. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Rafinha. It's Pedri. Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Varane gets it away. He won't be happy with that one. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Good chance here. Yeah, there's a terrific hit. And we have our very first corner. Oh, good climb! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now he... Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. Messi. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Rafinha. Hops for safety. Silvestre. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Cleared away. And they're back on the ball again. Played out wide. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as...
And Messi! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And it's Azar. Knocks it into space. Takes a shot! And that's a tidy finish. Finally the breakthrough.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Substitution in progress.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. The first breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Silvestre. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. In towards the back stick. And that's the keeper's ball.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Osimhen! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
That's good vision. Schneider finding himself in space. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitution for Leverkusen.
Bayer Leverkusen have their second corner now.
Number 8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 5, Schneider. Coming on the field, number 14, Del Piero. Number 9,
That's the keeper's ball.
Number
I
13,
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Defending was strong and firm. Still just that single goal, and we are nearly done. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Bayer Leverkusen can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Oh, cracking ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Silvestre. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that was asking for too much. That's going to go a long way. And this is Eto'o. Now it's Del Piero. Xabi Alonso gets across to intercept that. Oh, just skips Tottenham. Del Piero! It is close, but that is the last of it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, if Nilsson's selection has
certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the better defensive players on the ball.
So no gung-ho heroics.
No chance.
Rummenigge. That's a cute ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read. Saliba. Pepe. Some really good ball movement. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Lofted in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to pass it through, and it's lofted through here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Ibrahimovic. It's a threatening ball. Shoots! It's in! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Bayer Leverkusen are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Messi.
Bayer Leverkusen really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Azar. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso. Hazard goes for the shot! Eden Hazard! That is a beautiful thing! A finish right from the top draw. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Driving through the middle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now, can they get him away? No, it's come to nothing. Nicely aimed pass. Foot in. Nicely weighted ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Ibrahimovic chasing after it. Kyoto Sanga do have a chance to counter here. And it's Azar. Rummenigge. And that's a dangerous ball. And he's heaved it away. And he's there to retrieve it. Schneider. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. What a throw in. And here's Messi.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Azar. Pepe gets across to intercept that. Schneider.
There will be
Pepe
1 minute
kept
added
aware,
time.
and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge has found the net here, of course. Yaya Toure. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
And if you do have a chance
to review the
please
first
take some
half.
time out to
Bayer
give your
Leverkusen
support to our
really
better
showed
stadium
some
fund.
resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Bayer Leverkusen are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back on the way. Balde is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's Messi. Seedorf with his sights permanently. Shot a goal! It's bounced back off the post. There it is!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Kyoto Sanga leading now. Balde, Hazard. And there's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's hit the post! Well taken goal. And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. Ibrahimovic duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's Hazard! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Almost an hour gone. Balde is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. That has ended up in no man's land. Seedorf. Rummenigge. And here's Ibrahimovic. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Azar. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, that looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Edmilson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Cross into the box. That's going to go a long way. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Hazard. Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution on the field.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And the keeper beats it away. And he has been fouled there.
Number 7, Hazard. Coming on the field.
He'll fancy himself from here.
Gullit. Number 20, Dembele. Number 15, Bellingham.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Pele.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Nedvěd.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Good shapes to shoot! And no mistake! And they get themselves in front!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's Yaya Toure. Saviola! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Kyoto Sanga surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Looking for the run. Knocks it out wide. Delivers with whip. That's really well cleared. And he shoots! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Wan-Bissaka does really well to win the ball there. Bayer Leverkusen could be just about done here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Nedvěd. Now it's Gullit. Oh, nice touch. And Gullit! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Strong running down that left flank. It's a pretty loose pass. 5 minutes to add. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Nedvěd. And that is a little undercooked. And it's Nedvěd. Now it's Pele. And this is Dembele. Crossing. Pepe gets it clear. And we're done. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So there it is. What struck you most about
Hello,
that?
everybody,
Well,
and
Peter,
is
this
a
was
quick reminder
probably...
to-
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
The Netherlands promoted the philosophy of total football, and Clarence Seedorf is one of its finest exponents.
Yeah, pretty hard to find a weakness, isn't it?
Yeah, and for all his strengths, Peter, I think it's his passing that stands out.
And he shoots! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's hoisted clear. Passing. Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's made sure that's not getting through. Deftly away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, delightful ball. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's had it nicked away. Toure cuts it out. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rafael Varane. Hazard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Dumfries is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Toure did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Ronaldo. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. For Xavi Alonso. And the pass is intercepted. Hazard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Schneider.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, nicely intercepted. Can he get it through? Good read, needed to be. And he was quick to react.
Bayer Leverkusen couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Denzel Dumfries. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. And here's Gullit. Schneider tries a deft little ball. 30 minutes gone. Nice sequence of passes, this. Hazard. Great vision. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Hazard. Now it's Dumfries. Oh, great leap! And that's a sharp finish. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Pete.
Towering header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Gullit clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Lahm. Now it's Yaya Toure. He's found a way through. And it's Gullit. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That looks a good ball through. Seedorf. Lahm delivers. Big chance, corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Nice interception, well timed. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. And they've got a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Oh, that's a key interception. Dumfries. And it's Seedorf. Hazard. Now that looks a decent ball. Crosses it in. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Bayer Leverkusen are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time. He's shifting from Rummenigge! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Oh, good climb! And again, that is frustrating.
Barcelona really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
That has been slung wide. Keeper has taken decisive action. Rummenigge. Yeah. And it's Seedorf. Looking tidy in possession here, and he's got real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona have their third corner. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Moran calmly anticipates. Maldini. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Hazard. Tries to pass it through.
That's it.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pepe gets it away. Lahm has the space to scheme. Ibrahimovic plays a sharp little ball here. Lahm plays the return pass. And here's Gullit. It's a good ball out wide. Cross goes in there. He's there and gets it away. Short changes him with that pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, what has happened? Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
El dorsal 11. Casa. El dorsal 23.
In towards the back
El
stick.
dorsal 15. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bayer Leverkusen has the chance to go the other way.
El dorsal 14. Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 21. El dorsal 20. El dorsal 19. Cambio de jugadores.
Rummenigge. That is good strength. Bayer Leverkusen perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Schneider. That's been slipped through. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Eto'o carries the ball down the right. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El
The
dorsal
two
16.
coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Sustituido por el dorsal 18. Neymar. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Aimed beyond the defence. Ibrahimovic is in a really good position out wide.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he get on the end of this? Bayer Leverkusen will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Now it's Del Piero, and that could set him on his way. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Del Piero is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
3 minutos de descuento.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Cruyff.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Neymar. And this is Neymar. And that's it. The pressure finally lifts. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
I think Pavel Nedvěd's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger. So he always offers you that option, hugging the line or coming inside.
Very versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, and then there's that trademark run from deep.
So the defence are going to have their hands full.
You can say that again.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Rodri. Seedorf. Can he get on the end of this? Could be danger here. Chance, surely! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 6, Gabstein.
Bayer Leverkusen
Coming on
making
the
an early
field
change here.
Number
So the game's
17,
first significant
Gullit.
moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Stood up well to him there. Nicely weighted ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Rodri. And it's Azar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Azar. That's good play. He's found some space. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is... Oh, he's been caught on it here! And this is Azar. He is through here! There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Ferdinand. Nedvěd. And here's Dembele.
Bayer Leverkusen really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Lahm. Hazard simply refused to be outdone there. Nedvěd. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pepe. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. Pepe kept his eye on it and he's there. Seedorf. And it's Rodri. Searching pass he's played there. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bayer Leverkusen making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. Now Seedorf. Hazard. Nedvěd. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he lines up a cross. Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Driving on and making good progress. Moran did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rodri can so cleverly bypass the press. Just 5 minutes left until the break. It's a goal kick. Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Nedvěd. Azar.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pepe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Seedorf. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Bayer Leverkusen trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Bayer Leverkusen can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nedvěd. This is a promising build-up. Azar, a player who needs no introduction. Well, that's a good run down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Tries one from range. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Hazard with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Alonso. Ibrahimovic. Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a decent clearance. Could move up a gear here. That looks a good ball through. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Some resolute defending there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Bayer Leverkusen are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nedvěd looking to pass their way up the pitch. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Dembele. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Seedorf. Bayer Leverkusen are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. It's a really well-measured ball. Ball in towards the middle. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Substitution for Leverkusen.
Size
Number
really
22,
matters, and it's time to
Ada.
make it matter now.
Number 20, Ibrahimovic.
Lahm with the short
Number
one.
5, Schneider. Coming on
It's
the
a
field.
towering header.
14,
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
number
risks.
9, Ito. Number 13,
Bayer Leverkusen have,
Danny
after this,
Olmo.
one further
Substitutions
opportunity
taking place.
to make a substitution. That's beautifully weighted.
Bayer Leverkusen really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rummenigge. Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Rummenigge really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Best. Good ball, good take. Best. Can he get on the end of this?
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's good running with the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to gift it back. Rummenigge picks it up out wide. He's found a way through. And he's intervened well there.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That has not gone well. The final 5 minutes. It's a pretty loose pass. And now the breakaway. Kaka. Rummenigge is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Yaya Toure. Xavi Alonso running with the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Xavi Alonso is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No
There
more,
will be
no
1
less.
minute added time.
Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested
We are glad
interest.
to inform you that today's match
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Korea against Leverkusen.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flow in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Spread it left, and he cuts out the supply. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Showing good feet. Good chance here! An early chance, their first of the game.
South Korea really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. He's in a great position here. And he's there to get it away. Hazard. And it's Hazard. Great defending, strong and determined. And the through ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cech getting this one clear. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Towering header! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Rafael Varane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Messi. Now it's Del Piero. Schneider. Looking for options for movement. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Son Heung-min takes a shot.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Searching pass he's played there. And here's Hazard. Looking for the run. Pepe gets it away. Can he get it through? Rummenigge. Now, can they get him away? Wan-Bissaka cuts out the pass. He's having a pop! That's got him rattled. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Pete.
Messi! And he should have made them pay.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Balde has it in a wide position. Balde got a long way forward to join the attack. That is ended up in no man's land. Another throw-in. Now it's Messi. And this is Hazard. It's a goal kick. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Son Heung-min.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hazard. He's through here. Short changes him with that pass. Opts for safety. It's a searching pass. And it's Xabi Alonso. Hazard, nicely spread. Messi, well timed, excellent interception. Tries to play it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is... He's gone for goal! That was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Knocks it into space.
There will be one
Son Heung-min
at a time.
is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Good ball, good take. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So neither side has yet broken through.
Number 10, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Well, there's the clearance. Xabi Alonso
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Hazard. Now this could be a chance. And the shot! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Shot could be on. There's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. They get a throw in. That's a shade optimistic. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Cruyff. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can...
And Shevchenko! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, what has happened here? Threads one in. Oh, easy pickings there. Schneider can see things, others simply cannot. Rummenigge chasing after it. And that has put paid to that. Rummenigge. Hazard! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's a dangerous ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Looking to play him in. Well, that looks a decent ball. Look at the space. And the finish! He's got a goal! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bayer Leverkusen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Bayer Leverkusen restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
Oh no, this does not look good. It's Asa! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Pepe tries to clear.
South Korea really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's tidy. Great vision. There's the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Rummenigge.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Hazard. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rodri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's good vision.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Taken back almost at once. Rummenigge. Oh, this is a great chance for a shot!
Out of time.
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Varane getting this one clear. Oh, that is a nice touch. Cruyff's cross. Pepe clears it away. And it's Xabi Alonso. Shevchenko! Deftly away. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Lawrence.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started.
Claude Makelele is, in my opinion, a player that revolutionised the role of the defensive midfielder. He highlighted the importance of the ugly side of the game.
The original, and still perhaps the best.
I'd say so. Many have tried to emulate him, but nobody's managed it.
And here's Messi. And here's the chance to counter. Probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. Makelele. Now Davids. And it's Azar. Wriggles his way through. It's Azar! And he's there to belt it away. What a throw in. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot! Goal! Lawrence! And it's Lawrence who take the lead. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Valde delivers with whip. It's a searching pass.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Hazard. Thuram. And it's Wirtz.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Stojkovic conjures time and space where few can. Knocks it into space. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Davids. Makelele. And here's Messi. Driving forward. Messi! And that would have been some goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Well, that has not gone well. Beckenbauer. Pepe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's picked his way through. And he's hit it long. Hazard has created one goal already. And it's Wirtz. Balde. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. Searching pass he's played there. Beckenbauer looking to play him in. Wan-Bissaka defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's shifting through the gears here. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he spark a counter here? Balde. That's a really buccaneering run he's making. Balde. Chance to deliver. And that is expertly dealt with.
This is the time you need that pace.
Hazard. Nicely weighted ball. Shot it goal! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Bayer Leverkusen certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That's tidy. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has been cut short. Makaleli. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Lens clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
There's some great running. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Bayer Leverkusen trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game-changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So straight into the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Messi. Wits! Oh, cracking ball. Bayer Leverkusen can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Tries to pass it through. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Stojkovic. Now it's Hazard. He is through here. And that's another good win of the ball. Bayer Leverkusen still this single goal behind. Lens appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Davids. Stojkovic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That ball looks a good one. And the shot's on here. Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Substitution for Leverkusen.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Lampard never out of the action for very long. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Messi, he's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Balde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bayer Leverkusen perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Half an hour gone in the second half. That's a cute ball. And it's Neymar. Now it's Messi.
Lens surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier...
Great chance! He's got a goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Maradona. Oh, this is a terrific run. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar, this is promising.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Neymar.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Neymar. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Great defending, strong and determined. Bayer Leverkusen are... And that is that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become...
He leaps for it! And he couldn't finish.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Hazard scooting forward.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Towering header! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Hazard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Bayer Leverkusen certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Balde makes the interception. Balde knocks it into space. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Tries one from range. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Yaya Toure clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Being shifted off it. Bayer Leverkusen currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. No way through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. No, that's been intercepted. Best. And this is Ibrahimovic. And Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now, trying to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Madrid have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game, too.
Gattuso. This is a promising build-up. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Hazard. Big chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Out of play for a throw. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Threads one in, and he's in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi picks it up out wide. Can he get it through? He's through here. He's shifting through the gears here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Probing pass. That has been cut short.
Bayer Leverkusen can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Best. Best. Oh, that's fabulous. Hazard. That's put paid to the danger. And they're back on the ball again. And it's Gattuso. That's a shade optimistic. Now he's got space here. Schneider is wide and looking to get onto this. Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Bayer Leverkusen just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Bayer Leverkusen with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Bayer Leverkusen leading courtesy of the game's only goal. The ball has bounced loose now. Hazard. Balde is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And he's there to get it away. Tries to pass it through. And it's Vieira. Hazard. Straight chance! Oh, crossbar! And he nearly went all the way.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Aims beyond the defence. Van Dijk is always looking to break lines. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Lahm delivers. Wan-Bissaka is there and he can get that clear. Great vision. Best. Bayer Leverkusen are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafael Varane. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
He's on it, can he get away?
Madrid really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Yeah, can so cleverly bypass the press. Rafael Varane. Yeah. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Gattuso. For Varane. Azar. Balde tries to clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Azar. That's been cut out, well played. Lam. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Gattuso. And it's Azar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rafael Varane.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Now the ball in. And that's the keeper's ball. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Ferdinand calmly anticipates. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. No way through there. And it's Gattuso.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17, el dorsal 2.
Just 5 minutes remaining now.
El dorsal 9, Ibrahimovic. El dorsal 6.
Tries to play it
El
through.
dorsal 11, Messi.
Mbappe!
Serán sustituidos por
Now that has
el
posed a
dorsal
few
10.
awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra
El
width.
dorsal 13, el dorsal 21, el dorsal 15. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
Balde is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Seedorf, nice looking ball. And this is Zola. Well, that's at the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.